The movie was incredible.
Just jumping, just had me, rocking on my seat,
It was an experience of a lifetime.
It was cute. It was way cute.
I loved it. It was brilliant. It was really good.
I recommend it. It's a tearjerker.
I think everybody should see this movie.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Real Reactions. I'm Omri Rolan. Today I'm sitting here with the director of the new documentary, I Am, Tom Shadyac. How are you, Tom?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well too.
Fantastic.
Thanks for asking.
Good, brother.
So first of all, congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
I think it's definitely going to get people talking.
Good.
But I guess my first question to you is, when people think Tom Shadyac, they think comedies, Ace Ventura, Bruce Almighty. What was it that made you want to film your first documentary?
Well, first of all, I want them to not think that there's no comedy in this documentary. This is not what we say is your grandmother's documentary. There's a lot of humor in this documentary.
Mm-hmm.
So a subject matter like what's wrong with the world that could seem very intellectual and kind of cerebral, I think we make very practical and entertaining. So I often tell people the same person who made Ace Ventura made this movie. So it's a different kind of documentary. I think it makes it accessible to a young audience. And when we did science in the movie, for example, there's something in the mirror neuron that shows how connected we are. We literally show that science with, forgive me, but it's a kick to the testicles. I mean, we show a lot of kicks to the groin that solicit or elicit the mirror neuron. So again, I think I've shown it to a lot of young people, and they're as moved or more moved than anyone that we show the movie to.
I know that you said that you view I Am as the ultimate reality show.
Yes, I do.
So how does that reality show compare to what we see on TV these days, like, let's say, The Jersey Shore?
The Jersey Shore, yo, hey. The Jersey Shore, as
DJ
much as
Shadyac on the ones and twos.
I don't even know any of these names, but hey, the Jersey Shore is maybe actually less a reality show than people think, because it's crafted, it's part of the artifice of our society. The guys on the Jersey Shore, while I don't know them, I'm guessing they are simply subscribing to a cultural vision that says, hey, I gotta be stronger than you, I gotta be more handsome than you, I gotta have more jack than you, right? I gotta get for me. That's a cultural vision. By the way, not a bad Jersey Shore, I just did. But that's not reality, that's artifice. And so our show isn't about that. And what is real is not this divide between us, but this connective tissue, this creative mystery that we're all a part of, this creative act that we experience and participate in. That's what I Am is about. That's why I call it the ultimate reality show. It's about letting go of false ideology,
I guess the kickstart to this thing was you were in a pretty serious accident.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I got a bike accident. Routine accident, but the concussion that followed turned into a very torturous condition called post-concussion syndrome. I didn't think I was going to make it. It was the dark night of the soul stuff, and I thought I was going to possibly die. So I asked myself, what did I want to do if this was it for me? And I wanted to spark a conversation. I didn't want to die with a conversation inside of me that you'll see when you see the film I Am.
When you first realized that the symptoms were going away, what was that moment like?
Well, it's interesting. You see, I created sort of a tension that may have called the accident into my own life. And so when I decided to go on this journey, I think it released that tension, and I took a quantum leap in healing, and it felt amazing.
And when you first decided to make this movie, did you know what direction it was going? Did you have a general idea, or did that kind of change as you were going?
It's always fluid and flexible in a documentary. You follow an idea. When we do a narrative film, we have a script and we follow that script religiously. But in this kind of an exploration, you have to go where your interviewees take you.
You mentioned in the movie it's the whole cooperation instead of competition aspect of things.
Right.
And I think you came to that by talking to all these influential people, like some of the most influential people in the world, like Desmond Tutu and Noam Chomsky. Not only how did you decide who to interview, but how did you approach them being part of the project?
I did a very simple thing, which is contact them through email and say, here's what I want to do. My name is Tom Shadyac. I want to ask you these two questions. What's wrong with the world? What can we do about it? But talk about the root causes, not get into symptoms. Are you interested? Within 24 hours, I was emailing with Howard Zinn and Noam Chomsky, and that really opened the door for me and said, this is possible, this can happen.
And you're used to making movies with big budgets, giant crews. You had a little bit more limited resources for this. How did you attack the project?
It was freeing, you know, the ability to pick up your camera and to go anywhere you wish and to shoot anything you wish. And that created a freedom and a flexibility that I love, and I'm going to try to carry into my next narrative, whatever that is.
And you just said it, that you went out in search of what was wrong with the world and
Right.
found out what was right with it.
Yeah.
Of everything you found, if you could pick, what stands out the most?
That you have infinite power, and you're not told that. That you can shift the world right now, and you do shift the world in every moment. The question is how you shift the world. An individual changes, everything changes around them. That circle of influence has a circle of influence, has a circle of influence. It's a ripple or butterfly effect.
So the whole mentality of, I'm just one person, I can't change the world, just use it.
False doctrine, my brother.
Through this interview and by watching the movie, I see there's so many strong ideas in this movie, but if an audience member leaves the theater, what would be the one thing you'd want them to take away from I Am?
That they matter.
We started by asking what's wrong with the world, and we ended up discovering what's right with it.
Hi, my name is Tom Shadyac. I am the director of Ace Ventura, Liar Liar, The Nutty Professor, Bruce Almighty, and a new documentary called I Am, which I hope all you young folks will see. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Yummy.